Look who's back with us. He's a columnist for The Hill magazine and Fox News contributor, Joe Concha. Joe, we wanted you on this story because you've written about this and you've looked into this. House Speaker Nancy Pelosi, her family sold her husband up to $3 million worth of shares in Google's parent Alphabet just a month before the Justice Department in 8 states opened a massive antitrust lawsuit into Google. When you saw the story, what was your reaction?
To write about it and to look into what else Paul Pelosi, Nancy Pelosi have done in terms of inside information in order to make themselves even more rich than they already are. Here's an example, Liz. March of 2021. And these are either impeccable instincts or something else, but Paul Pelosi exercised options to purchase 25,000 Microsoft shares worth $5 million, okay? And then less than 2 weeks later, wow, lo and behold, the U.S. Army disclosed a $22 billion deal to buy augmented reality headsets from, ding, 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 Microsoft. And shares of the companies, their shares of the company rose sharply after the deal was announced. So either Paul Pelosi somehow knew this is just the right time to buy Microsoft, or perhaps his wife, the House Speaker, knew that that contract was coming down the pike. And there are other examples as well here. Overall, Liz, the Pelosi's are worth something like $115 million, and a lot of that money comes from stocks, options, investments made by Paul Pelosi. That's according to a Business Insider report, Liz. So either he's Gordon Gekko or he has something that we don't have, inside information.
To your point, options trades are directional bets on where a stock is going, either up and down. So, that's an indication, like we don't know, it's speculation, whether he's got inside information. Congressmen are the ultimate insiders. That's the story. Look at Senator Josh Hawley. He introduced his Pelosi bill to ban stock trading in Congress. Watch the senator on Hannity last night. Watch this.
Nancy Pelosi is the perfect example of what should not be happening in D.C., which is people getting rich on the stock market off of information they know because they're a member of Congress.
So he is saying it. People in D.C. say it. But Nancy Pelosi denies it. I mean, the timing, to your point, of his trades have been called into question around government contracts and legislation. Let's show it. What did you think of what Senator Hawley just said?
I think he is 100% right, and you're going to be amazed by this, Elizabeth, but he is saying exactly what Representative Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez has said about this as well. So it's not just Republicans that are calling on Congress to not be able to trade on stocks and options anymore, but even Democrats, particularly from the squad, are saying that, no, this is wrong, too. So we now have bipartisan agreement on something because year after year, somehow, not just the Pelosi's, but the swamp, members of Congress somehow outperform the market. Go figure.
I mean, to your point, Democrat Abigail Spanberger said yes to this ban. Put your money in a blind trust. I mean, that's not, the perfect solution either. But also, Jerry Nadler and Adam Schiff were for a ban, too, Joe. But we didn't get it because Nancy Pelosi ran out the clock on this. It was in the omnibus spending bill. And then it just it vanished before Christmas.
Yeah, and she said last year that she believes in a free market society, therefore Congress should be able to trade in stocks. But no, when you know that a contract's coming down the pike, or you know that an industry is about to be in trouble because of more regulations, I mean, that's a layup right there. And it's not just the House Speaker. Basically, every member of Congress has this information. Some, I would hope, would still say, no, you know what, that's wrong. I'm not going to trade off of this. But probably enough are going to do that in these situations because, to quote Gordon Gekko, greed is good. Greed works.
Yeah, well, to your point, Republican Senator Richard Burr got in trouble, right? He got inside information to trade on the pandemic, and he got in trouble for it. So it's not just Democrats, it's Republicans. It's just that, Joe, taxpayers don't want the feeling that, people go into D.C. to serve. Politicians go to serve, but they come out only serving themselves. So your final word.
Yeah, 16% approval for Congress in Gallup, and just 2% have a great deal of trust of Congress. 2%, maybe because of situations like this. But here, Elizabeth, they're doing the right thing with this Pelosi bill if it does pass. The question is, does the president sign it into law if it passes the Senate?
There's a lot of, controversy around Nancy Pelosi. Is this one of the third rails to her legacy?
Yes, that and her performance in San Francisco itself, serving her constituents there, right? San Francisco used to be a great city. Now we see what it's become. Crime-riddled, tense cities, drug use through the roof, and people moving out in droves. So this and obviously her performance in serving the residents of San Francisco, I think, are a big black eye in Nancy Pelosi's legacy.
Joe Concha, thanks for joining us tonight. It's good to see you again.